Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have this UMIDIGI UFIT fitness smartwatch to review. This will be a full-on in-depth review, so let's get started. If it's your first time on my channel, please consider subscribing as I do regular videos for various premium and budget smartwatches like this one, smartphone reviews, tech tutorials and much more. Check out the playlist tab to find categorized videos for various content I post on this channel. UMIDIGI reached out to me to review their fitness smartwatch called UFIT. However, I was by no means influenced to bias my review, so whatever you hear will be my honest review. Also, no preview or pre-approval was provided to UMIDIGI, so they are seeing this for the first time right alongside you. I'll start this review with unboxing and cost, then setup process, specs and features, functionality with Android and Apple phone, and wrap this video up with my final say. There is nothing special with unboxing. It came in a box like this one. Inside the box there is the smartwatch along with the charging cable inside a Ziploc bag. Now the charger is proprietary and magnetic, so you have to carry it along with you for charging. But the cool fact is that with my testing, this watch easily goes for about 5 to 6 days depending upon your usage. More details later on during the video. Now the coolest part is it only costs $59.99 Canadian dollars or $39.99 American dollars. You can get it shipped to your address from Amazon from the links in the description of this video. Also, if you are an Amazon Prime member, it will be delivered in just 2 days. By the way, if you haven't tried Amazon Prime, you're missing out a lot. Try out Amazon Prime for free from the link in the description of this video. With that being said, let's briefly talk about the setup process, which is pretty simple and self-explanatory. You have to download the VeryFit Pro app that is available on the Google Play Store or Apple App Store for free. After which you go in the app, click on the devices, you'll find an option to pair device. Clicking on it will start looking for any available devices nearby. In my case, this is already connected to my Android phone. For the most part, both the Android and iOS mobile app are pretty identical. Speaking of the mobile app, let's quickly review it. Under devices, you'll find your connected watch, which in my case is the UFIT. Now this watch has call alert, which I will show you later on during the video. Sedentary alert, which you can customize, and it's really a cool feature as it does tell me to move after a set amount of time. Alarm alert, you have to set alarm from the mobile app. You cannot set it from the watch itself. You can, however, turn it on or off from the watch. Either way, the alarm is pretty good. It gives you a very strong vibration, sufficient enough to wake me up. SNS alert is the notifications. Make sure you have turned on all the apps that you want to receive the notification for. And again, this feature works great. I'm able to get all the selected notification on my watch, but sadly, there ain't any reply options. In fact, you cannot interact to the notification by any means except deleting them. You'll only be able to see the text. No emojis or images will be displayed. So the notifications are pretty rudimentary, but hey, it works. Moving on, it's the music control. I have selected the default player as Samsung Music. You can change it to whatever app you want. But my major gripe over here is that when I open the music control app from the watch, there is no option to control volume. You can play, pause, change a track forward or backward, but there is no volume control, which is what I really missed. Anyways, moving on, it's the heart rate detection, which is automatic in my case. Next is wrist sense, which is basically raise wrist to wake feature, which you can also toggle on and off from the watch. This is really helpful at night time as I can just toggle it on and off directly from the watch at bedtime. Next is healthcare, which is basically the female health, where the watch can predict female menstrual period depending on their cycle. This is really good feature to have on a budget smartwatch for all the ladies out there. It has a lot of options under it. Moving on, under More, you'll find Activity Display, where you'll find 8 activity tracking mode. And you can rearrange them in your desired order, which will be displayed on your watch under Sports. Now I wish there were more options, as I do weightlifting, CrossFit and other high intensity workouts which aren't available here, which I guess they can add in the future updates. Now make sure to have Find My Phone feature turned on to use the Find My Phone option, which is available on the watch under the wrist gesture setting, and clicking it will make the phone ring provided you have the watch connected. Next is the heart rate zones, where you can set custom maximum heart rate. I did not expect this on a budget smartwatch, but it's really great to have it. Next is Do Not Disturb mode, which you can also quickly access from the quick settings, and again a really great feature is if you are going to bed or in a meeting, this option is just one swipe away. I really appreciate this attention to detail. Lastly, you can reboot the device from here. Going back, you can update the firmware from here. And if you want to switch the phone, you can click unbind and then pair it again with another phone. It's as simple as that. Now under user, you'll find all these options which are pretty self-explanatory. By the way, you can register with them to save your fitness data on the cloud. If you don't, you'll lose the data if you unbind the watch. Now let's go on the home page, and I want you guys to see a cool option. Out of all the budget smartwatches I have used in the past, this app layout is pretty good, with activities, sleep and heart rate all accessible under one page. You'll get a cool animation when you click on the today's step. You can even look back to previous day from here. Under sleep, you'll get all the sleep data. Now I have been wearing this watch for past 2 nights, and to my surprise the watch detected my sleep precisely. I don't know how, but what you see is the exact time I fell asleep and woke up. I intentionally slept on a different time to see if it can detect my sleep precisely, and you can see it really did. So I can definitely trust the sleep data. Same goes with the heart rate as well. Now that's enough with the app. Let's talk about some specs and build quality. According to UMIDIGI, this watch has a 210 mAh battery size, which will get you more than a week depending on your settings. I haven't personally tested it underwater, but they claim it to be waterproof up to 5 atmospheric pressure, with a note that it's not suitable for diving, swimming in sea or sauna. But it's just amazing to have a waterproof budget smartwatch. The screen is pretty decent. Currently it's on full brightness. It's a 1.3-inch color display. The watch has a Bluetooth 5.0 for seamless uninterrupted connection. This is another feature that I did not expect on a budget smartwatch, but I personally have noticed that the older Bluetooth version do have connectivity issues, but the latest Bluetooth 5.0 works like a charm. The weight of this watch is just 39 grams. It's hard to describe in words, but believe me, I literally don't feel it on my wrist. It's that lightweight. And you can see it looks great on my wrist. The wristband is also decent. It does feel good. Despite of being 3 days non-stop on my wrist, I did not get any allergic reaction to this band. I personally am quite sensitive to cheap bands. I usually get rashes with them, but as you can see, there ain't any with this particular band. The build quality is great. The body is made from some form of metal and it does feel premium. At the back there is a heart rate sensor, which is truly a heart rate sensor. I have had few cheap watches claim to have heart rate sensor, but they take reading without even me touching the sensor. At least this does not give me a reading when it's not on my wrist. The sensor on the left side is for blood oxygen, which also works. I have tested it out. It does not get a reading when your skin is not touching the sensor. There is just one button on the right which is pretty tactile, and it's used to go back from any page. The display is protected with a good quality glass on it. Now let's quickly navigate around the watch. It's very easy to use. Swipe right to access quick settings, which we have already discussed above. Swipe up to get your fitness stats like steps, distance, calorie, and weekly total. Swipe down to access notifications, which we have touched base above. Finally, swipe left to access apps like Sports, wherein you can start a workout as discussed earlier. The workout screen has all the stats you need like heart rate and zones, calories and steps, distance and cadence, as well as music control. I really like it. The only thing missing is the volume control. Click the button to pause the workout and long press the button to end the workout. Next is heart rate, blood oxygen, blood pressure. Relax is what I really like. You can start a 1 or a 2 minute session with a nice calming background image, and the watch really vibrates to prompt you to inhale and exhale. Next is alarm, where you can only toggle the alarm on or off. Next is music control, which we have already discussed. Next is timer and stopwatch, both of which are very functional. Next, under settings, you'll find watch faces, 3-level brightness indicator, about, and shutdown. Finally, under sports record, you will find your workouts. I took it for a short 10-minute run and the readings were pretty close to my treadmill, as you can see right here, so I'm quite impressed. Another gripe with this smartwatch is limited watch face options. You can change watch faces from settings or click and hold on the main screen to toggle between the preloaded 4 watch faces. I wish there were more options. Now let's do a heart rate and blood oxygen test against a medical grade pulse oximeter. So as you can see, the heart rate is pretty close to the oximeter. Now let's do the same for the blood oxygen. Now I'll personally not recommend the blood pressure reading, as the only reliable way to measure a blood pressure reading is the pneumatic cuff that they use at the doctor's office with a stethoscope. But I am really impressed with the heart rate and blood oxygen reading for a budget smartwatch. In terms of phone calls, I was able to get regular call notifications. But I only had an option to decline. There was no option to answer it, which is a bummer. However, there is no built-in speaker or microphone, so you cannot talk directly from the watch. In terms of WhatsApp or Viber call notifications, I did not get any call notifications, but I did get a missed call notification. The functionality of this watch with an iPhone is pretty much the same like with Android. All the features are available like the music control, find my phone, call and notifications, along with all the fitness options. So my final say is that overall, for just $60, this is an exceptionally great smartwatch. I can definitely recommend this if above shown feature is what you're looking for. So that's it. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot. Also follow me on my other social media network for early preview to upcoming videos and free giveaways. Links are in the description of all my videos. Thanks so much for watching and take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one.